biking in New York has come so far, and it just hit me over the head yesterday while I was riding the TA New York City Century. It's the only all-urban century I know of that's run anywhere in the world. Back in the day, when we would ride it and my law firm sponsored it, it would be mainly on greenways, because that was our status as cyclists. We were pushed to the peripheries of the roadways, and now we have built out our transportation infrastructure. We've got these bi-directional parking protected bike paths, Jersey barrier protected bike paths all over Queens, Brooklyn, and the Bronx, far out from Manhattan. We've got congestion pricing in Manhattan, and we actually now can run an all-urban century more or less on the grid. It's really a game changer. And I'm not saying it wasn't intense and at times stressful. I think there are some people who got hurt. There were some slow motion doorings. I heard about one or two of those. But the fact is, this is no longer alien territory for us. Bikes belong everywhere throughout New York City. And we just did it, 100-mile romp throughout the 4 boroughs of New York City yesterday. And it was just such a great community feeling. People came together. People were saying it wouldn't be the New York City Century without this milled roadway stretch. It wouldn't be the New York City Century without a packed wall-to-wall street fair where everyone had to dismount and walk their bike through. And we did. It wouldn't be the New York City Century without, all of those other things that we encounter every day in our daily urban riding. But we did it together. And, we got to talk about it. We got to discover new bike lanes, new greenways, new bridges that we hadn't ridden on before. It was really amazing and edifying that no matter how complex and difficult the political process is here in New York City, if you pick a goal and you clearly articulate your goal and you keep at it persistently, year in and year out, you can change anything. And we have changed the streets of New York City through our organizations, transportation alternatives, and many others. And through the efforts of just people bringing to light the problems on the streets in their own neighborhoods, making them safer, making them available to cyclists to be there safely. We're really in version 2.0, I have to say, of our biking movement here in New York City. And it's just very exciting to think about how even here in Lower Manhattan, there's a proposal being made to reduce the speed limit down to 10 miles an hour for most of the Western Financial District and the Wall Street District, and pretty much pedestrianize the streets. Yet cars will be able to drop people off, trucks will be able to make deliveries and pickups down here, but it's primarily going to be a human pace, human scale, public realm down here if we win this proposal. And really, that's our vision, is a people-centered city. And despite the stress and intensity of going out as a group of maybe 1,000 or 2,000 cyclists yesterday and doing the century around the boroughs where car is still king in many places, I could glimpse a different New York City. And just wait, however many years it takes, we'll be there, and we'll be riding in those boroughs year in and year out and seeing those streets change to meet the needs of the people who live there and visit there.